Got it. So go back to example 3. I want to add some stuff to think about. So part B. Part B, I would like you to, I'm going to introduce you to some new terminology. Write the explicit equation for y equals f of x. So what does an explicit equation mean? An explicit equation is an equation without function notation. It just has y's and x's. It's the actual equation. So if you looked at that red one, what do you think the actual equation of that red graph would be? Y equals, what's your, do you recognize the shape of that one? It's on one of our, it's our square root graph, right? So we got our square root graph. Would there be things happening inside or outside of that function? Inside. What kind of things inside? Plus 2 because it's been the square root graph moved 2 to the left. Does that match with our red graph that we started with? Yes. Now for part C, write the explicit equation for y equals, and we had 4 f of negative 0.5x. That's what it was, right? Yes. So in other words, what is the actual equation for that one that has been flipped around? Again, we got to know how to work with our function notation. F of x, our original graph, that was the square root of x plus 2. This is going to relate to this part of the graph. That 4 out in front, anything that happens outside of the function just stays a 4 out in front. And then square root, and then where the x is, we need to replace that with negative 0.5x, and then we still have plus 2. So if you wanted to get rid of the brackets now, you could. And that would be the equation of that blue graph. I was going to go to example 4. We've got 7 minutes left. I do want you to practice these questions. I think we can make up that question tomorrow. So I'll get you to work on 7, 9, and 10 right now.